Throughout history, numerous cultures have preserved myths and legends, often grounded in some genuine historical events or natural phenomena. Among these fascinating stories is the legend of the Thunderbird, a giant, supernatural bird celebrated for its immense power and protective qualities. Its name, Thunderbird, arose from the belief that the beating of its enormous wings produced sounds resembling thunder, while lightning was said to flash from its eyes. The Thunderbird was believed to control weather, bringing essential rainfall or devastating storms that could lead to floods, fires, and destruction. According to folklore, it was large enough to seize whales with its talons and possessed vivid, colorful feathers, menacing teeth, and razor-sharp claws, dwelling far above mountain peaks within storm clouds. But could there be a factual basis behind the Thunderbird legend? On October 26, 1890, the Tombstone Epitaph, a local newspaper, published an extraordinary account detailing how 6 cowboys allegedly shot down a Thunderbird in the Arizona Territory. Even after more than 130 years, curiosity surrounding this incident remains intense. Did these cowboys truly encounter and defeat a gigantic bird? Does tangible evidence exist, or could the story be entirely fabricated? Let's dive deeper into this intriguing mystery. Welcome to History's Hidden Tales. Today, we'll investigate the enduring mystery of the Tombstone Thunderbird. The Thunderbird myth prominently features in various Native American traditions, notably in the artwork, rituals, and storytelling of tribes in the Pacific Northwest, as well as tribes from the Southwest, the Eastern Seaboard, the Great Lakes region, and across the Great Plains. Yet, the most famous reported sighting occurred in 1890, in what was then the rugged landscape of Arizona Territory. Although the specific details of this encounter vary, the core narrative describes 2 cowboys who encountered a giant bird in flight. According to initial accounts, the cowboys shot the creature, carried its massive remains back into town, and displayed them publicly. The Tombstone Epitaph claimed the bird had a staggering wingspan of 160 feet, with a body length of 92 feet and an 8-foot-long head. Intriguingly, it reportedly had smooth skin instead of feathers, and wing membranes akin to thick, transparent leather, vulnerable to gunfire. While seemingly exaggerated, this tale might hold a nugget of truth. Decades later, in 1970, Harry McClure, who knew the cowboys personally later in their lives, revealed a less sensational version of the story. According to McClure, the cowboys had indeed spotted an enormous bird, but it had a more realistic wingspan of about 20 to 30 feet. Although the men attempted to shoot the bird, it managed to escape unharmed as their frightened horses refused to pursue it. Consequently, they returned to town empty-handed, sharing only a thrilling yet incomplete tale. The story endured primarily because of its inclusion in a 1930 Old West anthology. Its popularity surged again in 1963 when writer Jack Pearl published a dramatic retelling in the magazine Saga. Pearl creatively transformed the original account into a captivating adventure titled Monster Bird That Carries Off Human Beings, featuring 2 prospectors who claimed victory over the creature. Adding further excitement, Pearl wrote of a second Thunderbird attacking and kidnapping a mocking bystander. Perhaps his most impactful addition was the mention of a photograph supposedly published in the Tombstone Epitaph, showing the giant bird displayed against a barn wall surrounded by townsfolk for scale. This fictitious photograph, termed the Thunderbird photo, became legendary, inspiring endless retellings and speculation. Yet no definitive photographic evidence has ever surfaced. Despite ongoing debates and analyses, explanations remain elusive, particularly considering the technological limitations of early photography and the lack of evidence suggesting trickery. Some speculate these sightings could relate to creatures like pterosaurs, prehistoric flying reptiles whose wing anatomy matches descriptions found in Thunderbird legends. Initially believed to glide rather than fly actively, modern research indicates pterosaurs were probably warm-blooded, covered in fine hair-like filaments, and capable of powerful flight similar to bats. These fascinating creatures could reach speeds exceeding 67 miles per hour and glide effortlessly at around 56 miles per hour. Cryptozoologist Loren Coleman noted numerous Thunderbird-like sightings in the mid-20th century, including a remarkable 1948 incident in Overland, Illinois, where eyewitnesses mistook the creature for an aircraft until its massive wings clarified their misjudgment. Similar sightings in St. Louis around the same period alarmed locals enough to prompt city officials to attempt capturing the creature, only to find bird tracks likely belonging to a blue heron seemingly resolving the issue. One of the more controversial sightings occurred in Lawndale, Illinois, in 1977, when a large bird reportedly lifted a 10-year-old boy, Marlon Lowe, off the ground momentarily before dropping him unharmed. Witness descriptions closely matched the Andean condor, a giant bird with an impressive 10-foot wingspan. The legend and sightings of the Thunderbird raise compelling questions about historical creatures and enduring folklore. So, what do you think about the Tombstone Thunderbird? Was it pure legend, or could it be rooted in reality? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for joining us on History's Hidden Tales. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We're always eager to hear your ideas and feedback. See you next time.